So I read the news and I watch what the government is spending money on and invest accordingly. It's going pretty well. I'm not a financial advisor and I don't know what I'm doing, but here are a couple tips if you want to learn how to not know what you're doing either. Buying stock is just buying teeny tiny pieces of publicly traded companies. Companies want to be invested in. That means that all the time they're sending out all these press releases to let everyone know the innovations they're working on and showing their plans to grow or expand or be more efficient or what have you. They're not hiding this information. I read everything from my local paper's business page to trade publications that come across my feed to national media sources and magazine opinion pieces. The more you read about a topic and the more diverse your sources are, the more complete picture you have of what's going on. Where do you find this information when you're first starting out? Reliable news sources. How do you figure out who's reliable? Media literacy skills. You want to make sure that you're getting your news from actual journalists and not tabloid rags. If they're trying to sell you dick pills and talking about lizard people on the same site, maybe leave that one for after business hours. Make sure it's a real website with other related topics and isn't just like a bot created SEO site for your specific Google search. If you read something interesting, go ahead and look that up. Make sure it's verifiable across different sources and it isn't just some intern trying to make word count. Reddit's a really interesting place to get information too. Sometimes I'll see an article on there talking about a company, and there's an employee in the comments putting the puzzle pieces together. So, what should you read? Political, business, and science news. I look for policy changes, factory openings and closures, promising innovations. That means that I'm scanning headlines for funding being slashed or for government investments into different sectors. I'm looking for which companies can't keep their facilities open and which ones are growing and expanding so much that they need another one. I'm looking for new technologies that are simple enough that they can be implemented within the next decade and not something so far out there in terms of scale and technology that it's unlikely to come to fruition before it's replaced by something better or so sci fi that it's likely a scam. Cough, cough, Theranos. While I do follow government money, I don't really track our elected officials' investments. I know that's popular and there's a couple different ways about it. Arguments either way. Some people think that by the time you get the information that you've already missed the boat, but they're dealing with insider information, so it's not anything that you're going to get to begin with. So that just seems like a fallacy in itself. And we might not even know the specific technology that they're looking at and investing in. There are some sites like Unusual Whales and QuiverQuant that take that public disclosure information and display it in a more readable format. But you can always just look up the House of Representatives public stock disclosures or whatever online and get the same information. It just won't be pretty to look at because it's government forms. People ask me all the time, but I don't listen to podcasts or watch YouTube videos from finance bros. It seems like I would hate my life for every second of that. Are there any sites that you check regularly? Am I missing out on a valuable treasure trove of information? Let me know in the comments and follow along.